Hello, I'm Alex Mansfield, the host of Manny Talks Shooting, and welcome to another episode. This is the shooting podcast where I talk to individuals all across the shooting industry. We'll talk competition, self-defense, concealed carry. If you like this content, check out our YouTube channel, Manny Talks Shooting. And without further ado, let's get to this episode. Manny Talks Shooting is proudly presented to you by D2 Custom Guns. Did you know that Phil the Groundhog isn't the only thing Puxatawny, Pennsylvania is famous for? That's right, D2 Custom Guns, the home of Dan Heizenreiter and one of the best, fabulous 2011 builders in the country. So make sure you guys go check him out, D2 Custom, anywhere you can see him on the social media, Facebook, Instagram, go check him out. If you see myself, Patches Reader, anyone with the D2 Custom Guns, make sure you go check him out, and you will thank me later. Now, let's get on to the show. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to another installment of Manny Talks Shooting. It's been a minute. I've taken a little bit of a hiatus break, but it's okay. We are back. We're going to have great shows coming up, guys. I will explain why I've been away for a minute, and it'll be okay. I do apologize for everyone who expects me to be out on Monday morning. I've made that a standard. We're going to get back to that, so I'm sorry. I'll just say it. Life's been freaking busy for me, guys. Between Area 5 in the middle about a little over a month ago, like a week off, and then back for IPSC Nationals, that trail spin whirlwind of a runaround trip, it gets pretty taxing. But I'll dive into that a little bit in a minute. I forgot, this show is probably presented to you by D2 Custom Guns. Go check out d2customguns.com. Tell them Manny sent you. Move on with your day. It'll be a great, you will thank me later. But anywho, when it comes to being gone and busy and not getting up shows, I apologize. It's just been a madhouse around at the house. Just trying to still get recovered from being gone those weekends in August and being gone early in September. I always feel like I'm not at home. So it's always like load up, pack up, flip the kit and go again. And I don't even have a job that I travel for. This is all like personal travel that's just been accumulated on. So I'm sorry, guys, for missing. Don't worry, we are not going anywhere. Manny Talk Shooting is going to be proud and strong. That's for sure. So, guys, it's okay. We're here. That's what's going to happen. We're going to be here, and we're going to be doing our best to make sure that we have shows here for you. So, as always, thank you for being a patron of the show and watching. Oh, my Lord. My little thing, my camera fell down a little bit, so you see a little more of this. You don't see the cool D2 Custom Guns banner in the sign or the Manny Talk Shooting sign very well, guys, if you watch the video version, but most of you don't, so it's okay, I guess. I mean, it drives me nuts, but that's beside the point, guys. It shouldn't drive you nuts at all, but it does. There we go. Slightly fixed. We'll get it fixed in here between shows. Anywho, guys, thank you again for being supportive of me and whatnot, so let's talk about it. So I was gone for Area 5 early August. I was gone for a whole week helping set up. There was a couple shows in between there. I know probably the most recent show was the Hobo Shooters episode with 5 of them, and it was great, and it was awesome. All 4 of them, and I appreciated them coming on. So expect to see more of their content on the channel, too, when it comes onto the Instagram, because they've been tagging me and things, so it gets posted. So it's pretty cool. I love to see that, everyone come as they are. Area 5 happened. I spun it around in 2 weeks and was back at IPSC Nationals last minute. I got asked, or we needed to make it happen. I had to be at IPSC Nationals. I was glad. If you guys came up to me at IPSC Nationals, I really appreciate you coming and talking to me, especially you guys from across the globe. I really do appreciate you guys coming and talking to me. It's like, yes, I wore, I think two of the days I wore a Manny Talk Shooting shirt. Maybe it was just one day. And I think the other 2 days I wore the D2 Custom shirts, the D2 crew when I was seeing them. But if anyone who came up to me, I really appreciate them talking to me about Manny Talk Shooting. It really made me happy to know that people from across the globe or even the country were listening to the show, and they really appreciated it. So thank you, guys. I greatly appreciate you guys talking to me about that. So that was super cool to see. And then it seems like 2 weeks later, I flipped it around and went back down to Cardinal for the redemption match to help out my buddy Dan and Corey. Dan and Corey do a phenomenal job about making sure that these local shooters can shoot the redemption matches if they're not members of USPSA, and it's really cool because they get to leave stages up on the ground, so they can reuse them for the local matches, which is pretty cool when it comes to making it super easy for the crew. So when I was down there at the beginning of September for my birthday weekend, so yes, I spent my birthday weekend in Columbus, Ohio. I'll tell you about that weekend here in a few moments because that was fun. But I want to personally shout out 3 people. I know I'm going to be probably sending them a text here tonight. It's been a minute. It's been 2 weeks, but I really want to make sure that they know my feelings. So if you guys see these guys on the range, you probably have seen them at IPSC Nationals or anything at Cardinal. Dave Melvin, Chris Baker, and Justin Skeens. I greatly appreciate your hard work you guys put into that range and that club and making sure things happen. I greatly appreciate your hard work with setting up with me and tweaking things on the day before the match at the redemption match. I greatly appreciate your guys' hard work and dedication and your guys' willingness to bust hump and do all that hard work. So without you guys, that place wouldn't be the same. And I appreciate you and all your hard work that you guys do. Don't worry. You'll be getting a text before you ever hear this, guys. So thank you guys for doing all the hard work that you do. You guys crushed it. We crushed it at Teardown. Teardown was phenomenal. So we had to tear down 8 bays between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They tore down 2 double bays on Friday afternoon. Saturday morning when I got there, we were able to we tore down another stage. We tore down half of another stage. Like we took out the shaky bridge because it has to go in the back of the Connex. And I know my, for track record of history, if something has to go in a certain spot somewhere, in the back of a barn, the back of a shed, that has to be the first thing to get taken care of. So instead of wasting and getting that be like that, the first thing that has to get put away at the redemption match, we tore that down on Saturday. My call, I think it was the right call. I personally wanted to shoot off the shaky bridge, but that's one thing that had to go first. So all in all, it was worth everything to tear that down first on Saturday. So, but Dave and I were managing the Connex, the one Connex that went in there. Justin was loading pallets onto the track with the tractor and loading them and dropping them off. We were directing people where things go, daisy chaining it into the Connex to get things put away perfectly quick. We were there. It took us less than an hour to tear down 8 stages and fully put everything away. Not just not scattered everywhere. Fully put away all the Connexes locked up. And then we did giveaways for the teardown crew, guys. Everyone who stayed from the match, the redemption match, they tore down. They were entered into a raffle. We gave away probably 3 or 4 guns at that. So that was really cool to see. Some Hunters HD Gold, some Ely, some Excalibur ammunition, some Shooters Connections, to name some of them. So we really appreciate everybody helping to tear down. It was worth every penny of everybody coming and helping that and making that possible. So thank you guys for everyone tearing down. So yeah, I shot with my buddy Sam, Dr. GM Sam Patel. I went down there. I was shooting. I'm like, okay, I don't know. I know a couple people from that area who shoot there all the time. I saw Sam was signed up with my buddy Matt Tucker, or Buckma. Matt Buckma Tucker. B-class my ass. So we all shot together, and happens, I knew my buddy Tom was in Ohio, and I'm like, oh, okay. So why is Tom like? And then I see Tom pop up out of Sam's truck, and guess what? They were there, and so I shot with my buddy Tom Castro in Ohio, and it was a great experience. We got to hang out, shoot with my buddy Matt, who was some good competition against me. I beat him on one stage. I think it was like one stage, but we were pretty close on some other stages. I had some mental ellipses and some performance standards, but it was okay. He beat me by a good 11%, I think. But that was, it's okay. We're learning and we're growing, so nothing wrong with that. But shot with Tom, it was a good match. Can't complain. I think I was 85% of Tom on that match, so it was a good time. I had an overall stage win beating him. Thank you, Major Power Factor, on a 3 per stage. That's the key, right? Throw enough alphas in, maybe lots of Charlies, and have a decent time, and it'd be okay. No, that was fun. So take that, Tom. But all in all, it was a great match. So then that was my birthday weekend. We stayed there. We got down there Friday evening after work. Went down there and I was like hungry. It was like 10 o'clock at night and there wasn't much open. I'm like, maybe it was about 9:30, I guess was time. And I'm like, oh great, there's nothing to eat. So I asked the wife, where do you want to go? And I'm scrolling through my phone. I'm like, you want to go to Texas Roadhouse? So we went to Texas Roadhouse. I got a ribeye with a mashed sweet potato. Or, sorry, not a baked sweet potato, but I got it loaded like a baked potato, not like a sweet potato with the sugar and all that junk and the marshmallows. No, got like bacon and cheese and sour. It was really good. So I got that. And then Saturday we set up. I then took the wife to IKEA, or she took me to IKEA. I don't know how you want to put it, but we went to IKEA. I got this really cool birthday chair that's green. I had to actually, before we started recording, I turned off another green LED because it made the whole room green and you couldn't see the awesomeness of my green chair that I'm sitting in now and recording and talking to you guys on. It's really comfortable, actually. I guess I could do this. I could move my microphone and be like this and just sit back with the head against the rest and talk like that. But it's okay. I'll sit forward a little bit because I don't need to hit my head on the rest all the time. It's a great, comfortable chair. How I sit in an office chair, it's really comfortable. It's kind of like a gaming chair, but not. But it's green, and it was really the most. The color had a factor in it, but when I first looked at them, but when it came down to like, all right, if I'm going to use this chair all the time, like I do in my office at home, I want to make sure that the chair actually is comfortable to sit in for long periods of time and how I sit in an office chair. I'm not one to like really like to lay back in the chair. I can unlock it to do so, but it's not my thing. Like especially at work, like I sit forward in the chair and kind of work. So this one kind of promotes like my posture and my back is like it's pushing my upper back forward a little bit. So it's more of a neutral position, but it's a really nice chair, and I appreciate my wife getting me this for my birthday. So hoorah and thank you, Mrs. Manny. She's awesome, guys. I mean, she really is. She hung out with me that weekend in Ohio, and then what was this weekend? What was last weekend, guys? Because I don't even know. I've been terrible about podcasting. So that was last weekend. This weekend, we went to my friend Ken's daughter's wedding, which thank you for inviting us, Ken. It was a beautiful time, and it was nice to see Nick and Brianna. I've met Nick a couple times on matches because Ken brought him and started getting him into shooting, but then he's been super busy, so I haven't really seen him, nor have I been shooting the same matches as my buddy Ken either. I mean, I'll see him at majors, but I don't see him at locals very often. I mean, maybe once or twice in a season now, but I always appreciate talking to my buddy Ken and seeing him on the range, and it was nice to see him at the wedding. Saw my other dad, Ken Sr. They don't share a name, but we always call him Senior. But I just call him Dad because he's Dad. Because when you're hanging out with Ken on the range and they're both there, it's just much easier to call Senior Dad. Just works better. Anywho, the beautiful wedding. And then today I spent all day, most of the morning with the wife. We were painting our shed, so I'll probably post that on the social media. You'll probably see that before the podcast comes out. We got it all painted. I've got some touch-up paint to do still, but then we're going to do the trim. Like the trim's already all cut. That's primed. We've got to paint that now and paint the trim that was really still good on the shed. So get that done and taken care of, which easy peasy lemon squeezy. When it comes to, something new is normally I'm always wearing these Active Blues from Hunter's HD Gold. I was wearing big aviators, and I sent these I gave these frames to Brian Conley at IPSC Nationals. They came back the other day, and these are one of my sets of glasses that I like the most. I asked the wife, which one do I look best in? And there's these Under Armour frames that I have, and they've been fantabulous. They fit my face really well. They look really good on me, and I love just wearing the Active Blue. It really does make a life difference. And like I said in my post the other day, Hunter's HD Gold, hands down standards, makes better eyewear. They just do. If it's in the material and the lens, the craftsmanship, the caring, the standard behind the company and their, what they do, top-notch service by all of them there. Brian, Sherry, Chris at the office. Brian's, who's the other guy? Lane, the guy who was running Triple Forks Hunting for Brian. He's now there being the office manager, or I can't remember what his title is, but they're holding down the fort so Brian can go to matches and see everybody. So there's that. Within all this whirlwind, it was announced right after Area 5 and before IPSC Nationals that the 2026 Area 5 Championship is going to be held at Oak Hill Gun Club. So you know what that means, guys? The guys who brought the best 2 years of the Michigan section, Last 2 years, 24 and 25. Well, 26 and 27, we're bringing you the best Area 5 match possible at our range. So we're going to do a really good job. We're going to have it be the best attending numbers that Area 5 in Michigan has had. We're going to go for it. We're going to see the numbers. We're going to do it. 2 half-day formats, just like you'd seen at Cardinal and other matches. So staff are going to shoot Thursday afternoon, Friday morning, Friday afternoon, Saturday morning, and Saturday afternoon, Sunday morning. So there's 2 big competitor flights. There will be competitors allowed in the staff or pre-match flight, just so we can accommodate a lot of people. Not a lot of shooters will be allowed in that, but we'll make it work as best we can. I am a match director. I'm not an assistant match director. I am one of the I'll say a co-match director with my buddy Chris Vasilian at the club. We do put a lot of hours and effort into these matches. So, guys, you got to come to that match. Registration, obviously, we'll keep talking about this a lot going forward into podcasts. January 1st, registration will open, so you can get into the match. AMU boys, you let me know, and I'll get you in before that because I know how the government works. July 23rd through the 26th of 2026 at Oak Hill Gun Club in Lyons, Michigan. I'll tag it. I'll put some stuff up. So with that's going on, so I've been worrying about that. You'll see me next year. I'll kind of make this as a big update video, I guess, podcast. And next year, I'm only currently scheduled to be at 3 major matches. Next year, I did 5, worked 5. What was it? Was that Buckeye? I was at Kentucky. I was at Michigan section. I was at Area 5. I was at IPSC Nationals. There's 5. I'm supposed to be at a 6th one, Indiana section, and I'm just shooting that match. So thank the Lord I'm just shooting it. Thank you, John Royer of Outdoor Dynamics, for covering my slot in that match. I greatly appreciate it, and your sponsorship and your partnership and your friendship, most of all. I'm actually filled out Annette's certified match ammo form for Outdoor Dynamics librarians. 147 grain, got it right here. Just got to slide it in a baggie because I'd rather be prepared just to hand it to the person at check-in instead of like having to fill out a form there, and just makes it easier. I couldn't figure out how to autofill the form, so I just had to handwrite it. USPSA, can you make a fillable form, please? It'd be great. Thanks. I mean, I don't care. I'll print it out and then give a wet signature. I don't give a shit. But really, yeah, that needs to be fillable on the website, please. Or make a generated form. I'll talk to Rick Brotzel, I guess, and see if we can get that done. Anywho, I'm ready for Indiana section. I'm going to have some fun there. I've been training up. I've been practicing. I have gone and shot the last 2 weeks and actually practiced, which has been fun. We're getting Annette ready for her first major. She hasn't shot a lot of locals, but she's going to a major. So she's going to do really good. She's had fun. She shot with us at Cardinal, and it'll be a good time. So I'm excited for fun, and we'll hear more about that. We'll probably have to have her on the podcast at some point to talk about that match, and I'm hoping we get it done. So that's kind of what I got for you guys. It'll be kind of a short and sweet one. It's still 17 minutes long, and I greatly appreciate you guys listening to me ramble this whole time about it. So, guys, until next time, I will get out and do the things. I will see you on the next one. Be good, and we'll talk to you guys soon.